What's happening, everyone? It's your boy here, Abdurrahim, back again with another great amazing tech video. Well, the video of today it's all about the i12 AirPods. I can call them i12 AirPods. I know what you're thinking. Cloned. Never. Actually, this is an i12 AirPods from i12. Now they try to do a game change. We have actually seen some iPods or AirPods already, which are quite different. I mean the China version one, I mean the budget one. So there is no such a thing as a clone version one, since if it was a clone, they could just say this is a clone product and stuff like that. But actually they came up with the same form factor of an AirPod, and you might say precisely it's a clone. You just gotta say any name you could, but me, I can tell you this is actually a different type of product. I think they just try to make it minified it, but more actually having those kind of AirPods features. So this is an i12 here, what I have on here today. So I thought that I could just grab these kind of AirPods from i12 and test it out and share with you guys my experience. And I'm gonna test out and give out the real AirPods versus this one. We see how decent are they. And now what we're packed in with this kind of box here, what you can see here. And this kind of box is actually 100% great, and it states that it's auto power on and bunch of stuff. You can do some air auto pairing, touch using Siri, and it's something which is so great. Something else right from it shares with you some random colors which you can select at the moment whereby you're purchasing. I mean, there is black, there's red, there's white, there is even green. There is a bunch of colors whereby you can just select it which you would like in your arsenal. So me, I just came up with a solution whereby I thought that black matte is much better. We have the other one. Let me just keep it aside because it just fell down in a moment. But let me just open up. As you can see, we just got some paperwork here, and this kind of paperwork, I think they're much better and great because it states each kind of everything which you need as a user or a consumer, whereby you can read each aspect. I know some of you guys cannot read everything, but you should read on the touch functions. Now the touch function states that call answering you must touch only once, and I states that if you want a rejection, just long press the touch switch for 2 seconds. I mean, and you leave it. So for 2 seconds you can just do all the calculation or algorithm in your head. That's a tough thing for everybody. So what we have here is just that you can just pause to touch, which I love that feature, and you can touch 2 times left and right to switch from next music. I think it's worth it. And you can even put the next song by just touching your left ear, and it goes to the next song. So I think from all kind of aspect, this is something which is so great, and you can wake up Siri or a Google Assistant since you are connected to an Android or an iOS. It depends there. Now another kind of stuff, this is a product name. It gives you the call time of 2.5 hours. So I think 2.5 hours is actually great for using it, just call and stuff like that. And music time, you get 2.5 hours, which is quite decent. And something else you get out of it is just that it's a Bluetooth receiver for up to 12 meters. So the distance between you and the receiver is up to 12 meters. Is it actually 100% real, or is it just like a gimmick? Or I think it's like we ditch around with the distance and stuff like that. It's packed in with an amazing kind of design, which I really like it. And we have been presented by this nylon. We can just it looks like, as you can see guys, we can even press the button. I hope it's just give us some indication, but right now I think it's running out of juice or something. But if you remove each piece and you connect it on your ears, it's actually turning on. As you can see, it's turning on, and I like the way it looks like, because you know it doesn't show that a person that you're having something like earphones or an Apple earbuds out of your own self. The matter of fact, a lot of people they're using the white version one, but this one it's actually like a custom version, like colorware or deep brand did something. I think to my own kind of aspect, this is the way to go. So if you think this form factor is so legitimate, let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking. Now what's so special about it is just that when it comes to sound, I just want to share with you guys my experience since I connected it already. So let me just play some music, or let me just touch here. So you have just to touch it perfectly, and sometimes it works, but sometimes I think it's just that it's me who I'm just touching it differently. But I think to my own kind of aspect, touching it is just that one tap, it's playing. Like you have just to rub it just like that. I think that works best. I tried a lot of times that you just have to touch it once and it just do the working. Now when it comes to sound, you're asking yourself, is this perfect for you? Well, the sound is actually 100% not quite bad, it's quite decent, but sometimes the bass you're running out of it, since this is a stereo earphones, so you can do some equalizer out of your own self, and I'll be keep on using them so as I can get 100% more and more fluid music, so as I can share with you guys on my Instagram how are they still working on. So I hope some of you guys got that kind of brief clear, and if you have any question, I know what you're asking. Are they doing some Apple AirPod showing the case, how much juice it has? Well, yes. On iPhone, I tested it, it's working 100%. But for Android, actually, there's an app, but I didn't figure it out how I can connect it. So these are the Apple i12, but not an Apple product. So it's an i12 AirPods. Still, they look like AirPods. Definitely you can call them AirPods, you know what it is. So yeah, that's what it is. So thank you guys for watching. You love this video today, make sure that you hit the thumbs up. You're new here, my name is Abdurrahim12. Make sure that you consider subscribing. I'll really appreciate that. And last but not least, I'll be catching you guys on the next one. As well as stay sharp and creative, and peace.